Hello everyone and welcome back to Computex 2025, to the now very loud and very buzzing Cougar booth, because we're here to show you some very cool stuff. Now, a massive thank you to Cougar for actually sponsoring this video, and we're going to start this with their big ticket item, if you like, the brand new CFV235, and this will come in 3 different versions. And the thing that really stands out about this one is that you have almost like a floating platform, because you will see that there's this little gap here at the bottom, and the whole idea with this is that they want you to have a GPU that can breathe as well as possible, and quite often you'll have your power supply down here at the bottom. It can get in the way, it can interfere. So the whole idea with this is essentially that you can put fans down the bottom, and this will feed into your graphics card and give it the best possible thermals without having to rely on other fans or other bits or areas of the case to be able to do that, which is pretty neat. There's 2 different versions. This is the mesh version and this is the glass one, so obviously you have a piece of glass here. I really like the kind of like pano wraparound look of this. We're seeing this a lot more in chassis at the moment. I think that's great. Obviously it depends whether you want to go for like full airflow or full glass, but don't forget, if you do have fans on the right hand side of the case as well, for most people you don't actually need to worry about loads of extra ventilation. You just need to make sure you have enough. And obviously if you have glass, it can help a little bit with sound isolation, but it's always going to depend on the exact rig that you have and the components you're going to put inside it. But I also like the smart feature that you've got in the mesh version, because you can fit up to 2 160mm fans on this, and they actually come pre-installed, and they come pre-installed with a difference, because usually it will be installed and plugged in around the back, but when you want to get access to it, it can be a little bit annoying if you want to take things out and properly reach inside. Whereas with this look, it's all just one piece, all pre-installed, and it's definitely quite different, isn't it? I haven't seen anything like this before. You also have a removable dust filter as well, he says, trying to take it off with, I would say, not enough hands, but no one has more than 2. And then obviously you can see inside, and obviously you could clean it out. We do actually have a slightly different way of connecting them, and then they connect to this little chip up here, and that's obviously what gives you the contact point on the case itself, and then that will plug into like a fan or addressable RGB head around the side. I mean, should we actually go and have a look at that right now? Dramatic cut, as we couldn't get Editor Carl to walk around the side because he's not got 3 feet, I've not got 3 hands. That would be so much easier if we had more limbs. That's the takeaway from this video. And then, as you can see inside, we have this RGB and fan hub at the top. So it's still nice and easy to work with. You can add additional fans and things. And you should be able to see from the B-roll that they are also going to be bringing out a fan frame as well. So you could plop this down the bottom and then again have something that's really easy to install. And it's all about quality of life improvements, really, just to make your life easier when you're building something. But then also the look of a fan frame, personally, I think is really nice, as you don't get those gaps. You can just look a fair bit cleaner. But let's move you over to the 3rd and final variant of this case. Always nice to get a bit of movement in the videos, as I'm often stuck in the studio for the channel for far too long. This is the 3rd version. Now this one is not going to be coming out as quickly. The other 2 are essentially final and will be released. We're not sure on a final release date on this yet, but I assume it's going to be coming soon. And we do actually have an LCD display in the bottom, which is quite nice. And you can control this with software, and they also have a LCD CPU cooler. We're seeing this quite a lot of Computex. Again, nice to see that prices and things are coming down and making this more accessible, rather than just being like for those that want to spend like a complete arm and a leg on a gaming PC. And you can completely customize this as well. Unfortunately, it looks as if the software is in Mandarin, but I know that probably means yes, so we can launch the software. It's still early. Again, they're going to be updating this over time, but one of the features I like about this is that you have a complete editor, so you can customize exactly what you want. So if you want to have like a blank plate like we have here, you can do that, or you can load it in with, again, your usual suspects. You can get different temperatures, different readings and things, and put it in there. But obviously if you wanted to have fun with it, you could do that as well. And everything's not set in one like exact position. So if we go over to the editor, nice picture of a dog here I was working on earlier. It's nice that you can literally just move things around and put it exactly where you want. So if you want to go for something completely custom and not going to be tied into the usual constraints of a lot of software, nice to see that from Cougar. So that is Cougar's LCD offering, but they do also have an even more affordable option if you want to go down that route. And I'm kind of a sucker for these because I just love the look of digital displays. And personally speaking, all I want on my cooler is just to be able to see what the temperatures are. That's all I have mine set to anyway. So this is probably the way I would go. And you can see in this brand new OmnyX case that we'll talk about in just a second here, you can see it displayed in like a cool orientation, but it does actually come with this fan frame pre-fitted. they're going to be selling this separately at some point. This is called the Unity ARGB. They've got it here in a 360 and a 240, black and white. Again, great to see features like this come down to more accessible price points. But I said a second ago that we did have an additional case, and this one is pretty special. It's called the OmnyX, and it actually aims to solve quite a big problem with gaming PCs. And that is, at the moment, you're kind of forced into sitting here, and if you want your gaming PC on your desk to be able to see it, you need to put it on your right-hand side, because then you can see into the window. Fantastic. But what happens if you're restricted in space, or what happens if you want your gaming PC on the other side? Well, you either look at the blank panel, which isn't really so fun, or you buy a case that can invert. Fantastic, solve the problem. Except then a lot of your components are now, well, all of your components are now upside down, and you might like this look, but if you don't, or you don't want the text to be upside down, or sometimes some of the text on some of the things is upside down, some of it is normal, and it's kind of like messes with your OCD. So that is what this actually aims to solve, because we have a slightly different layout, because if you like, in a way, this is kind of the front of the case, right? So you can see you've got your I/O here, and you can actually move this as well. So if you want to put this on the right hand side, you can do that as well. This slots back in. The graphics card in this vertical orientation is pretty cool actually. It kind of makes everything stand out a bit more. But the real heart of this comes from the fact that the airflow comes in from these two sides. So you've got two 160s here, you've got two 160s there, and then it's actually vented out of the back of the chassis, you can see here at the top. And the whole idea is that the cables are then going to come from around the side or out the back, but the back can be here or here, so you don't have to mess around with swapping things about. You don't have to rebuild your gaming PC. You don't have to worry about the text being upside down. You can literally just move this on that side of the desk, and then you can work here. Fantastic. Or I can work here, as I say, have the cables the other way, and then I can still use it. So it's a case that works no matter the setup you're going to be working from, which is actually really, really clever, and is something that we kind of don't see innovations about enough these days. Oh, and Editor Carlos just reminded me that I haven't mentioned that it comes in both white and black, and you can also get like swappable faceplates as well. So the default will be like plastic black or plastic white, but you can buy like a fabric-y effect if you want to go down that route. They've also got wood, and it literally just pops off. So these may well be a little bit still under discussion, but they are hoping to sell these separately if you wanted to add even more flair to your system. And eagle-eyed viewers that watched our booth tour last year may remember this. It's the MX600. It's a simple, but I think really classic, timeless chassis, and they agree with me that they really like it. So they're also bringing out some slightly smaller versions. So this is the MX600 full tower, but they're also bringing out an A1 version, which is a mid tower. And then we have our MX600 M1, which is a mini tower. So it's quite cute. Look, it goes from large to small, but to be honest, this one isn't massive anyway. It more comes down to the hardware that you're going to put inside this, but again, good to have a great option, especially the mini one. Great to see options like that. Of course, this being Cougar though, there are cases, and more cases. So we have an Airface Eco. You recognize this from last year. Well, this is now an RGB version, so you have some lovely RGB lighting that will come through this. But Cougar also recognized that the style wasn't to everyone's taste, but a lot of people like the size and the form factor. So they have brought out this Flow version here, where you can see the main change is essentially that you have this mesh on the front panel. You still have an easy access dust filter to get inside though, and we've noticed that there is a fair bit of dust around. This is day 3 of the trade show. Dust happens is the takeaway there, but otherwise it's essentially the same chassis that we know and love from last time. It does also come in a white version, and I realise I should say that the main thing as well with this is that it does come with a 180mm fan, or 2 180mm fans at the front, and of course the benefit with that is that you get better airflow at lower noise levels as you increase the size of the fan. They're also kind of adapting this into what they're calling the Airface 180 as we start to get into more affordable chassis. You can see we kind of have this embossed front panel here, but still 180mm fans on this, and bearing in mind that this is not a massive chassis, pretty impressive, and again is going to be a bit more affordable as well. So if you want performance but you don't want to spend an absolute arm and a leg in it, again, really great to see stuff like this. Comes in both your white flavor and your black. And then our final case is almost hiding at the back here. This is the Airface Pure Pro, and this is supposed to be roughly like $50 to $60 or so. And the thing that I love about this is that it feels really solid. I mean, okay, this doesn't feel like a 200-pound chassis, but it's really really nice and solid for something that is going to be much more affordable. The problem I often have when we're doing budget-friendly rigs is you can't really get hold of that many chassis at the lower end that are consistently available and have good enough quality that are, as I say, easy enough to recommend. And I'm really excited about this one because it pretty much has all of the features that you want. It's a nice size, it's full ATX. Okay, you're not going to be putting like massive thick radiators at the top, but it pretty much comes with everything that you need. Now, a couple of other things to show you as we navigate through the Cougar booth. You're getting a little bit of like extra insight here into behind the scenes. The main thing actually is this that stood out. Bit different, isn't it? It is like this transparent keyboard, and you can see how RGB shines through. It's not going to be to everybody's taste, but I've got to say it definitely stands out, and it also comes in white as well. I mean, I would get yourself a good cleaner, you know, for the keyboard. I'm not saying hire any staff, because I imagine this probably is going to get a little bit grimier over time. But if you wanted to prevent that, obviously you would go for the black version. But again, great to see different options available. And then finally, if we can nab this, we have a new keyboard here called the Combat S. This is also going to come in both black and white, and again to offer you some quality features at lower prices. But the question very much goes out to you on this. What has been your favorite thing from the stand? I've got to say I really like the idea with this OmnyX here, because you are going to get something that you can easily put on any desk essentially, as long as it's large enough for a full case I suppose, and a full build, essentially without the fuss of having to invert stuff, which as I say is pretty clever, and I think this is going to stand out to a lot of people that do just want their PC on the left. We'd love to hear from you, so smash the like button if you've enjoyed this, get yourself subscribed, and if you do want to watch all of our Computex coverage, you can find it in the end screen. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in the next one.